We are live. I think we are. Yes. Good morning, y'all. This is our very first live stream on YouTube for our Sunday shows. So it's crazy, right? I just wanted to show you what you would see if you came on our farm tours. So this is the street, and you would see our sign here, which is the Dancing Farm. And today, since it is our very first episode of the Dancing Farm, I just wanted to let you know that every Sunday morning at this time, 10 a.m. local Eastern Standard Time, I'm going to try to bring a live stream video to you guys and let you know what is going on the farm and what happened in the week that just passed and what to look forward to. And whatever else is going on the farm. So to start off on this very first episode, what I wanted to do was give you a little intro into our farm and what we're trying to do here. So if you don't know, my name is Jay Lavery, and most of you are probably following me because of a silly video that might have gone a little viral on Facebook and YouTube, and it just went crazy. And because of my BFF Ellen, we actually changed the name to the Dancing Farm, and it was the Permaculture Inn, which you're looking at what will be eventually the Permaculture Inn. It is a post-Civil War Victorian that is in desperate need of huge remodeling and repair. When I bought this farm 3 years ago, I could only afford a fixer-upper, and that's what I have. So this farmhouse actually has the potential of having 6 bedrooms, so it will be a bed and breakfast. And it will be called the Permaculture Inn. So I'm going to give you a little tour of our farm. The inside I'm not going to give you a tour of because I still have the previous owner's stuff in there. So it needs to be cleaned out. But instead I'm going to give you a tour of the farm. And this is something that you would see on our farm tours. We give farm tours every weekend from now until people stop showing up. And we introduce you to everything that's going on the farm. And the first thing that I mention is the history of this farm. So this is a 35-acre farm. When I bought the property, it actually did not have, it wasn't a working farm. The previous owners grew garlic, but had probably about 80% of the property just became overgrown and turned back into forest. So as much as some people wouldn't like that, the good thing about that was it was affordable for me to purchase this farm. And so the land, again, it's 35 acres. Probably I'm using now about 8 to 10 of those acres. And the one thing that I noticed as I started clearing out the farm was that it was a working animal farm many years ago, at least more than 50 years ago. And the way that I knew that is because there's old farm equipment that was buried with the vegetation, and there's an old farm truck, old tractors, and everything that were just left definitely over 50 years ago. So the first thing I want to do is introduce you to my family, these animals. So one of the first things that we say when people come on the farm is what we're doing here, and we're using permaculture design to manage our farm. And what does that mean? So permaculture is a combination of two words. It's permanent and agriculture. And Bill Mollison and David Holgram were the ones who first coined the term. And it's a design system to work with nature instead of working against it. And so all of the things that we do here on the farm, it's to make the land and the ecosystem better than it was before we got here. So everything that we do is using that way of thinking, and we have three ethics in permaculture. It's care for the earth, care for people, and a return of surplus or fair share. So those three ethics we're always thinking about, and there are 12 principles that we follow in permaculture as well, and I'll get into that at a later show. But to tell you about our animals, so to be sustainable, a lot of people in permaculture believe you have to go back to the animals and plants that were original, that weren't modified or changed in any way, because those are the plants and animals that are able to adapt to a natural setting. So an example of that is our heritage breed turkeys. So we have heritage breed bourbon reds, chocolate, midget whites, and blue slate are our breeds that we have on the farm. And the difference between heritage breed turkeys and the turkeys that you would get in a supermarket is the supermarket turkeys, like their butterballs or any supermarket turkey. Those are actually called broad-breasted turkeys, and they have been sexually bred to produce the biggest, fattest turkeys in the fastest amount of time. So those turkeys that you have in the supermarket, they take as little as 10 weeks to go from a little chick to big enough to go to the processor. These turkeys that I have, which you are hearing now, they take anywhere from 28 to 32 weeks to get to the weight of being full grown. So it's over 3 times as long. But in the process, they're doing all of the things that turkeys should be doing. So my turkeys, the heritage breed turkeys, are able to mate naturally. They forage, they eat all the things that turkeys are supposed to do. They're able to fly just like wild turkeys. And in my opinion, that is the reason why they don't let them hear this, but that's why they taste good, because they're natural. They do exactly what a turkey is supposed to do. And we also have heritage breed chickens, which same thing. They were, if you go to the Livestock Conservancy, they have a full definition of what it means to be a heritage breed. And it has to be a breed that's been around for over 100 years and used to be in all farms before the hybrids came along. So if you are in the supermarket and you get a chicken, more than likely that chicken is a Cornish cross chicken. And what that is, it's again a breed that has been selectively bred to produce a chick that will grow very fast and very big. So a Cornish cross chick takes about 8 weeks to go from chick to full hen, and and it's ready for the processor. Our heritage breed turkeys take anywhere from 20 to as long as 30 weeks to mature. So again, it's if you're looking at the benefits of each animal. The good thing about the Cornish cross chickens are that they produce a product to go to market immediately, where our chickens take all summer to get to the right age for that. But the good thing is that these guys know what to do in a natural setting. So they will forage, they eat all of the ticks and fleas and flies and grasshoppers, all the things that drive you crazy on the farm. They eat them, and that's a natural thing. And they also eat all of the vegetation on the farm. So these are things that we want in a natural, sustainable farm. The other thing that we have is ducks, and the one thing that we say about our all of our animals on the Dancing Farm is that we have a job for all of them. They all do what comes naturally for them. So the ducks, if you see behind me, I have a family of ducks here. There's 6 little ducklings behind me. And the ducks eat, naturally they eat snails and slugs and a lot of things that you don't want too much of. And we are planning on having a mushroom garden in our pinedom, and ducks are perfect for that because they eat the slugs and snails, but they don't touch the mushrooms. So we're able to harvest them, and they give great fertilizer for the mushrooms as well. And they get rid of all of the predatory insects that would be destroying our mushrooms. So the other birds that we have are the guinea fowl. And guinea fowl are closely related to the peacock. And they, if I can find them, I'll point them out to you. They also have a role on the farm. They eat, again, all the small bugs like fleas and ticks and gnats. And they also are emergency alert system. So anytime that we have a flying predator around, the guinea fowl are the first ones to give the alarm, and all of the animals on the farm understand that sound to mean take cover. So and that's really their most important job here on the farm, is alerting everyone to a potential threat. So here's one of our guinea fowl behind me there. Let me see if I can find her. Oh, there she is somewhere. There we go. I have 10 guinea fowl, and they all walk around freely, just as all of our birds do on the farm. They're able to free range on our farmstead. Our farmstead is all fenced in with electric fence and some permanent fencing, but on the farmstead itself, they can roam freely, and they all get along with each other. They will have a little spat every once in a while, but for the most part, everyone gets along with everyone on here. And this is the time of year when I have way too many eggs. All of our animals, all of our birds lay eggs, and we have tons of eggs. This is the first year that I actually allowed our adults to raise their own young. Last year I had 6 incubators going to incubate the eggs myself, but this year we started doing it the natural way and having the moms incubate the eggs and brood the chicks themselves. So one of that example is our mom here, which I'm walking to right now. She sat on 15 eggs, and she hatched 13, and there she is right there. And the chicks are getting very big now. She's still fenced off from everyone else just because everyone would pick on her and pick on the chicks as well. So until they get to a good enough size where they can run away and defend themselves, I've just decided to have her have a little privacy. The moms that had their babies at the beginning of the season, because they were the first moms, they were able to roam freely because they didn't have competition of other moms. Since she's the last of the moms have a tendency to fight with each other, so I didn't want everyone to pick on her, so that's why she's in her little fenced-in area. Let's see. So we are going to. I'm going to take you now to our roomies. That's what I call them. So our goats and sheep are ruminants, and so I nicknamed them the roomies. And you'll hear the goats complaining because normally they are out in our apple orchard already, but I wanted to introduce them to you first, so I left them in the barn paddock until I came in. But what's behind me is our sheep, and these are our East Frisian sheep. They're a dairy breed from Germany, and they weren't bred this year. Next year we're planning on breeding them, and sheep's milk cheese is incredible. If you haven't tried it, you should definitely try it. It's incredible. So right now we have our sheep and our goats separated because the boys, the rams, actually were a little too rough with our pregnant females this year. So just to be on the safe side, we separated them. And now we're going into our farm paddock. I'm going to introduce you to Mo and Huts, who are our livestock guardian dogs. Come here, Mo. Come here, Huts. And these guys are Great Pyrenees. Their names are Mohawk and Hudson, and they are... Come on, Huts. Come on. They are Mo and Huts is their nickname. And they're named after the rivers that are surrounding the farm. The Mohawk River goes east and west, and the Hudson River goes north and south. They are our livestock guardian dogs. And the best thing about these guys is that all of their behavior, I didn't have to train them. It's all genetically programmed in them. So they know, unlike a lot of dogs, I didn't have to train them to be nice to the farm animals, and I didn't have to train them to protect the farm. That's something that comes completely natural to them. So that's the best part. It's one less job for me to do. So you hear our wonderful goats, who are a little obnoxious right now because they're really upset that I've not taken them out yet. So I'll show you some of them. We're going to go out to the apple orchard now, and at some point, I'll introduce you to our goats. They are all named, and we really do treat them like family. And as you can see, they follow me everywhere. Unfortunately, that means that they will wait for me to take them out to the apple orchard rather than just going out on their own. They are getting a little bit better at doing that now, because this time of year I have so many other projects going on that if they really are hungry, they're gonna have to go on their own. So I'm just opening up our gate to our apple orchard, and now we can go to our orchard. So come on, guys. So the one thing that I think is funny is that the previous owners, I don't believe, even knew that they had an apple orchard on their property, because this apple orchard, which is behind me now, it actually is about, I would say, about 18 to 20 acres of overgrown woods now. And what happened is all of the undergrowth kind of took over. But the funny thing is that the apple trees survived somehow, and they actually thrived, a lot of them, and they're able to produce apples. This year it seems like we're getting a bumper crop of apples, so that's one cool thing. And all of my goats and sheep, they come in the apple orchard, and right now we've been on a process of clearing all of the underbrush so that we can get to these apple trees. And you'll notice I'm losing my breath now because I'm going up a very steep hill. So I don't know if you can get a good view of how steep this hill is. It actually has an incline of over 200 feet from the barn up to the highest point in the orchard. So at some point, if I ever get to having a pick your own apples, it will definitely have to be people who are able to do a little hiking, because it is a real hike going up these hills. But it keeps you young, right? So this is what we do on a daily basis. I take them out and we can enjoy Sharon Springs and Schoharie County. This part of New York is so beautiful. If you haven't been to the Catskills, Sharon Springs is right the northernmost part of the Catskill mountain range. So it's beautiful out here, and we're getting almost ready for our really busy season. August is busy with the Glimmerglass Opera in Cooperstown, which is a nearby town. And then of course in the fall is our foliage, which people come from all over to see the difference in the leaves when they change color. So I'm losing my breath. Yeah, so I don't know if you can see, there's the barn that we came from, and you see how far we've climbed up right now. And I'm actually only about halfway up the hill. So it is a really good workout, and you can tell my young goats are ahead of me they've already started their job of clearing. So this is our fun little exercise that we do. So while we're getting up to the top, I want to tell you what to look forward to in some of our future broadcasts. So the one thing that I love to brag about is that I do not come from a farm family. I knew nothing about farming at all. So everything that I've learned on the farm is from actually doing it and getting experience, or it's from learning from other YouTube channels or from other farmers who were great teachers. So that's what I love to tell people. So everything that I learn, I love to share what I've learned and share the mistakes that I've made. So hopefully you don't make the same mistakes that I made. And so what I plan on doing in the future is showing you all the things that we do on the farm and all the products that we make on the farm. So if you scroll through our videos, you'll notice that there's one about making goat milk soap, which is one of the things that we sell on our website. And Deb McGillicuddy is the one who's making our goat milk soap right now. And the best thing about our goat milk soap is that she uses, it's 33% goat milk, which if you look at other goat milk soaps, they use a fraction of that. So, and Deb explains the benefits of using goat milk in soap and why it's so good for you and good for your skin. So that's one of the videos that we made. But I also make duck egg pasta on the farm. I just started my hand at making mozzarella cheese and ricotta cheese, and I'm planning on doing feta cheese. Now that these guys are giving me a lot of their milk, I'm able to make those things. And I plan on sharing all the recipes and the instructions on making that if you guys ever want to make that yourselves. And so we are going to be doing some videos of our in our kitchen and showing you how this is done. And I'm hoping that we can have guests come to the dancing farm and show you what they do on their farm or in their kitchen, or what hobbies they have, because I love sharing this awesome community in Sharon Springs. So let's see, what else did I want to talk to you about? So we are halfway up in the orchard, and we're actually on the side of the orchard. So this part is apple orchard, where the goats are, and where my sheep are. This is the sheep's meadow, and sheep's meadow includes the pindom, which you can't see right now. We'll walk a little further and I'll show you that. And our heritage breed turkeys are in the pindom right now. The pindom is going to be used for our mushroom farm. So, but right now the turkeys are there clearing everything out and making it usable so that we can start our mushroom farm hopefully next year is our plan. So this fence was one of the things that we worked on this year. We put up over 3 miles of fencing right now, and thanks to our awesome farmhand Kat and Veronica. They helped tremendously, and we're still looking for farm hands. So if you know anyone that's in the area and would love to do some farm work, send them our way, because I need help for sure. Because we still have probably about another 5 miles of fencing to put up. And it really does have to be put up where our animals are, because Mo and Huts are livestock guardian dogs. They like to take little field trips if they're not in a fenced-in area. That's why they're not with us now, because our apple orchard is not 100% fenced in. The goats are great because they don't stay. They don't wander off past the apple orchard, so I don't have to worry about them going away. But the dogs, not so much. So we're actually walking north on the farm, and where we are standing now, I'll turn around for you. What you're looking at is our hay field that hasn't been hayed yet. We've had a tremendous amount of rain this year, and we haven't been able to hay yet. So we're probably only going to be able to do one cutting of hay. Normally, most hay fields should be cut twice, but this year it was just a crazy year, and we only got one. We'll only be getting one cutting out of this field. So you can hear my turkeys now, which they can see us, so they'll start squawking, and you see the sheep following us, and we're just walking to the northern part of our farm, so I can give you a little view of some things that you won't see on the farm tours, because this is a little bit of a hike, and most people aren't planning on this much exercise on a farm tour. But if you do plan on doing our farm tours and would like to do more hiking, because we have probably over 20 acres of woods and trails. There's still deer trails that we follow now on in the orchard where we haven't cleared out, but it is a real hike, and if you're interested in doing that, we're hoping to do more stuff like that in the future, but this is just our third year, and we're still trying to figure this all out. So the sheep are now going into the sheep's meadow, and their meadow is fenced off so that they won't go into the hayfield, and that's what you're looking at now. It's our hayfield, and this gives you a good idea of the beauty that surrounds our farm. I absolutely love our this area. Schoharie County is beautiful, especially this time of year, but I think it's beautiful all year long. So come and check it out. Come to upstate New York and join us. So I think this is going to be it for this very first live video. Please comment and let us know what you want to see on the farm. Let us know what interests you and what you'd like to see in the future. And please follow us on our Facebook page, and are subscribed to our YouTube channel, which is what you're watching now. And we also have a website, thedancingfarm.com. And that's where we're planning on putting more videos, and hopefully starting to put our farm products that we're planning on doing on the farm. But this is all a learning process, and you guys get to come on the trip with me. So thank you very much for watching, and I love you guys, and I hope to see you on the farm, and see you definitely next week. Peace. Enjoy your week. Bye.